We are live.
Hey everybody, Scott Bintz here with the CSquad and Milky Thunder, who's behind that camera, racing update. I did this last week and wanted to give a racing recap, and this week I thought I'd do a special guest too. And so, but as you know, for the Wissota Midwest Mod class, I'm running for national points. And of course, looking at the point standing, I realize most of the people on the top 10, if you talk to them, they're, quote, not running for national points. However, I am. And I'm going to race as much as I can, see how it shakes out, and try to do as good as we can. But the racing update, Austin Hunter from Canada is leading points. And Dan Wheeler wheeled his way into second right now, with Schill in third. Myself in fourth. Brock Grunswald, who I was hoping to have as a guest this week, but he was busy working, didn't have time. So I called my buddy Ricky Thornton Jr., and we're going to patch him in live here in a second. And when I said I was going to do this, I didn't realize I was going to be traveling, because we're in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, because tomorrow we're going to go and watch or race the Little Dream Street Stock race, which last year the Street Stock winner won 15 grand, I believe, and that's in Rice Lake at Rice Lake Speedway. And so the sport class is Midwest Mods, and so we have our car, some tires, some fuel, and a bucket of luck, and we're going to be racing that. Thanks everybody for joining live. But Tim Canta's in sixth, I believe, and Tony Canold, then Mike Nichols, Shane Howell, and of course Skeeter Esty with just like 21 races is in 10th. So as you know, for Wissota National Points, you count your best 30 shows, but Mac has kind of come out of semi-retirement and won the last 3 out of 4, so he's been doing a good job of perhaps balancing out the Skeeter factor. Our weekend wasn't the best. We've had better weekends. We raced 8 in Norman County, 7th to 5th in the heat, 9th to 6th in the feature. But it's the first time we finished a race there, so that's an improvement. River City, 5th to 3rd in the heat. We didn't make the redraw, started 10th, finished 4th. We were kind of a contender, but my friend Hoagland kind of got like sideways and parked it in front of us, which we came out of that deal in about 10th again, so we wheeled her back to 4th. Devil's Lake had the 2,000 to win, which I want to shout out to my buddy Preston Carr, who he passed the national points leader, and he passed 3rd in national points, and he passed 4th in national points and won it, and he ain't even run for national points. But anyway, good job, Preston Carr. We did 4th to 2nd in the first heat, and 5th to 1st in the second heat, and which put us pole of the event, and we finished 7th. It was 40 laps. I was exhausted when we went like 34 laps straight. I was panting. My mask was fogging up, but it was a really fun race, and kind of pogo stick between 3rd and 8th most of the race, and finished 7th. And then last night, we got our asses kicked at Eagle Valley, 5th to 5th in the heat, and then 13th to 10th in the feature. So we did move up, but boy, that was a slick joint, kind of dirty, slick, dirty traction. But anyway, so that's enough about the racing update. I'm gonna patch in Ricky Thornton Jr., and we're gonna talk to him about racing, maybe get some tips and that kind of thing. Also, to check in with the fans, if you have a question you'd like to ask Ricky Thornton Jr., let me know. And for some reason, I cannot, what's the password for the Wi-Fi? Because I can't,
You want me to say?
Yeah, let me see here, what was the password?
1S Racing 99X.
No, not live. Anyway, we're having some technical difficulties. We meant to get a bi-screen, or a tri-screen bi-screen camera to do this, but I didn't realize you couldn't FaceTime unless you are on Wi-Fi. I had no idea. And so you want to get me going on Wi-Fi, and okay, well, we're going to take a break here and juice our sponsor. If you can see here, Red-Headed Rebel Brew Coffee is available in K-Cups, and hey, Dave from Morden, Manitoba. Thanks for joining. Sorry we're having technical difficulty. I see there's a lot of people watching live, so we better get Ricky Thornton Jr. on the horn because we're going to ask him some really, really good questions and maybe learn some stuff. And we're staying at the Best Western Plus, and you're wondering why do they call it Plus? Because it's plus microwave, plus fridge, plus a lot of things, plus K-Cup coffee. We're actually, I'm trapped in the chair here, but I'm going to show you if I can get the chair here. Losing the phone. Are you guys there? This is really a bad first attempt at this. Caleb, are you getting the Wi-Fi going there? Trying to. I am the mic is caught around this chair hardcore. Anyway, it's still caught. Can everybody hear us all right? Or did I disconnect?
Back up.
Okay, we're back. You got the mic back. But anyway, one of the things we're going to do is this. It also has plus Carrick. But what we're going to do is we're going to leave rhrbrew.com K-Cup coffee here and see if the maid notices it. Anyway, okay, so we should go to the Altoona Family Restaurant for breakfast. Great idea.
I don't know. It's saying it won't connect or something.
Well, you connect to the hotel. Connect to the hotel Wi-Fi. Because here's our view of Eau Claire. We're going to get this technical difficulty resolved because, when we do other stuff, Caleb is wonderful at saving me during technical difficulty. Look at that sunset. It actually looks more pretty on camera than you realize. Are you Wi-Fi'd up here?
Connecting to what?
The hotel Wi-Fi. We're going to get Ricky on the line. Hey, Will. Good to see you. Anyway, are we connected to the Wi-Fi?
It's not doing anything. It just brought me to a blank page. Oh, guess password.
Okay. I also got a new phone. So some of the... Okay. Some of the questions, this boat is taking on some major water. We had this all planned out and then ran short of time, lost our guest, Brock, because he was working. And then, of course, rearranged for Ricky to join us, which I'm supposed to call him via FaceTime, of which
Where'd that card go?
it's...
Is that one?
So anyway, Caleb's going to save the day. Caleb, when we rolled into Rice Lake, I'm going to flip the camera back to me here. So we rolled into not Rice Lake, Jim Falls last night, thinking that racing started at 6 because that's what someone told us, and we discovered, no, it starts, draw cutoffs at 5, so we rolled in there what seemed like 5 minutes to 5. Caleb changed the gears and the old 9-inch in about 12 and a half minutes, and so we had the right gears in, and
Unlock it.
I have to... Okay. I think we might be back in business here. So...
You gotta go back to Ricky first.
Yep. We're going to pull up Ricky here. Trust me, this is going to work out because things work out. It all comes together at some point. Okay. Hey!
Hey!
We had some major technical difficulties in the Best Western Plus, which also has internet, thank God. Plus internet. That's what that plus means. They got plus a lot of things. But how are you, Ricky?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing? Now I got some Wi-Fi going. We're together.
Yeah. So, hey, thanks for being my last-minute guest. And I hear and filling in. And I wanted to ask you some questions because lots of people follow you, and they, of course, always want to know a little bit more about their favorite racers. And I have So let's just get right into the questions. Like, so you drive the 20 RT car, and you've kind of been racing everywhere, right?
Yeah, we got the 20 RT Tanner Racing Jet Modified. We've kind of ran all over this year. I think we got around 75 shows in, so we've made a lot of hay this year, that's for sure. Wow,
that's so. What's the most memorable race so far this year on the positive side?
Probably the Legendary 50. Started 13th, so we worked our way to the front. We had a really good bout with Jason Walla there. Mandan, probably one of my favorite racetracks. We look forward to going back there again next year.
On that tour, you get like 90 cars a night, right?
Yeah, it's definitely one of them bigger tours. You get a lot of really good drivers. It's IMCA, so all the rules are pretty much the same. And luckily, Dave Brin was there this year for doing all the tech, so it kind of kept everybody honest.
Oh, sweet. So is that like the national IMCA tech guy?
Yep. He's the bigwig there at IMCA.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, I was at Rapid City I was in Sheridan, Wyoming, and I met a regional tech that you could tell he like really dig teching because his entire pickup truck bed was set up to tech. I mean, he had a place for every teching tool in the bed of his truck. It was pretty impressive. I was a little nervous that night. But
I believe it. Yeah. Honestly, it might have been like Tom or one of those guys. They show up prepared, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm adjusting the camera because my hand is getting tired here. So, what's kind of like any learning lessons this year you'd like to share with us? Whether it's how to drive better or set up, or what's like just a lesson you've learned this year?
Probably the biggest thing, not so much I learned this year, just from racing over and over, is probably maintenance on your car. I mean, you can't win the race if you're not in the race. You got to be there at the end. So, pretty much my advice to everybody: just be at home, work on your stuff, take apart stuff, put it back together, and just kind of learn it all.
Do you have like a maintenance checklist, or you just kind of know kind of a sequence of what to go through?
I just kind of have a sequence. I start at the front bumper and just work my way through everything and end up at the rear bumper. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff people kind of just skip over. And I mean, like, how often do you guys check their seat bolts? You never know, something wild might happen and your seat might come loose.
Yeah, I'd seen a roll where Cody Lee rolled, and he happened to have an in-car cam, and you could see the top mounts of his seat bolts moving. So his shoulders were moving in the roll side to side because the top of the seat, and it got me to thinking that oftentimes we put the top seat bolts pretty close together, and maybe they should be a little bit wider so the seat can't pivot. That was kind of scary. That was kind of a bad roll he was in. And he did all right, but it got me to thinking about that a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, that safety is probably a big thing. That's the main reason why. Like, we all race, we all want to have fun, but we all want to be there at the end of the day. Yeah. So, I mean, I just focus on my maintenance week in and week out, and try not to have any part failures.
Yeah, definitely. Do you really have a home track now that you kind of race for a living and go wherever you need to go?
I wouldn't say I really have a home track, but I think probably Boone Speedway is probably where I've raced the most this year. So we've been pretty much saying that's our home track. Okay,
and that's kind of where the Super Nationals is too, right?
Yep. It's coming up here not too long, first week of September, so a little over a month.
Yeah, I know you're racing your mod a lot, but what's your favorite kind of car to race? Is it a mod, late model, go-kart?
um, it kind of depends. I really love running my modified, but I really love running my stock car too. It's kind of one of those deals. You run hard, you beat and bang, and I mean, for the most part, everybody is still going at the end of the night. So if it was me, if I could pick any car and just race that for the rest of my time, I'd probably race a stock car.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's amazing. They have I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but at Rice Lake Speedway tomorrow on a Tuesday night, they have a Little Dream race, which is a WISSOTA street stock race where the fans kick in money for the winner. And last year the driver won $15,000. And it's amazing when you get a big street stock event, some of the skill that shows up. Well, even at a local night, as someone who was a fan before he drove, there's nothing like a good street stock race to entertain you.
Yeah, definitely. I have not been to that show, but I've definitely heard about it, and I watched highlights from it and all that, and it definitely kind of one of those deals that you get all the fans involved, and it makes it more of a special event that people definitely want to try to win.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, when I told people I was coming to race the Little Dream, people were asking me, "Oh, whose street stock are you going to race?" I said, "Well, I'm not really the kind of driver other people ask me to drive their car, but I'm thinking we could probably get you a car last minute, Ricky."
Hey, I'm game. I can fly out in the morning.
Oh yeah, well, hey, I noticed when you went through North Dakota, we got some new Ricky Thornton Jr. hoodies and T-shirts. If the fans out there want to get one, obviously they can get them at a track when you're there. But if someone wanted to get one of your shirts or hoodies when you're not at a track, what's the best way to do that?
Probably look us up on Facebook, Ricky Thornton Jr. Racing. We're running low right now, but we have a new shipment of shirts here coming here the next week or so. So definitely just message us. We have a PayPal account linked up to it, and we can get everybody taken care of.
Okay, yeah. So they can just get your PayPal info, and then you'll mail them out.
Yep. Yeah, we pretty much get the info, get their address, what size they want, and get them all shipped out.
Awesome. Hey, I got a few quick questions for you, and then what's your favorite pre-race ritual? Like, do you do something special that you would like?
I'd say probably the one I do most often is before all the big shows, we'll get some Taylor Swift going. Kind of get the whole crew going, get everybody hyped up, and then kind of go out there and get our show going.
Oh, that's awesome. So are you suggesting that my AC/DC and Metallica is probably the wrong way to go there? Is that why I'm not getting her done like you are? Oh, did we lose you?
Yeah, we might have.
Ricky, come on, Internet. I don't know if did you hear that? Come on, Internet. All right, folks, we're having a little technical difficulty here. Let's see if I can get him back. Or it's a new phone. You there, Ricky? Hello? Let me see if we can patch him in. Next time we'll be much more prepared with way better Wi-Fi and probably not in a hotel room. But it is the Best Western Plus. Plus Internet, plus. Hey, are you back?
I think so.
Yeah, sorry about that. The Best Western Plus Internet is maybe not doing as well, but so Taylor Swift is what your pre-race ritual, and a couple of more questions. What would you like to see? Like, is there something cool a track did that this year that you've seen that you'd like to see more tracks do?
Probably the biggest thing I've seen is like giving away like backpacks and like bicycles and stuff like just kind of keeping the fans entertained. Gives them a little extra reason to come out to the racetrack, and I think that, and I mean, as long as the racetracks don't like keep pushing the night back and making it too long, I think that's probably the biggest thing what almost deters fans from coming.
Right, running quicker shows and yeah, that's awesome. What's one thing you'd like to see more drivers do? Like anything you've seen a driver do that you thought was pretty cool or helpful to the sport?
Honestly, I've seen like a lot of like foundations and stuff like that. I think that's probably one of the coolest things is like a family will get hurt or a racetrack or just different little things like that, and kind of have all the drivers pitch in and just help out. We're kind of one big family, so I think as long as they can keep stuff like that going on, we'll all keep racing. Yeah,
it's pretty cool when people come together to help someone out in need. Well, to wrap this up, where are you going to be racing next? And in the next short while, you're going to be doing the Super Nationals. Any other big races coming up?
This weekend we're actually headed to Boone on Saturday. It's like a 1,000 to win weekly night show, and then there's a 1,000 to win Thai League Challenge. So that'll be kind of cool. And then Monday we actually head to Spencer, Iowa. It's the last dirt night show. We missed the last one. I was at the racetrack, and Shay there called me and said that she was getting ready to have a baby. So we kind of hightailed it out of there and got to the hospital. Plenty of time for the baby to be born, so it's been an exciting few days, that's for sure.
Yes, congratulations, you two, on new mom and dad. That's awesome.
Thank you. It's definitely been exciting.
Yeah, I bet. Are there any sponsors or people you'd like to thank for helping you race?
Yeah, definitely. I gotta thank you with RHR swag and all the brew and everything else, and certified inspection, Integra Racing shocks, IBOC certified inspection. I think I just said him. EMD wraps, Coast Island Marine, Solid Construction, Tanner Racing, Jet Racing, all my family that shows up and supports all the time.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate. I look at you as a pretty. One of the great ambassadors of dirt racing, and I appreciate you doing what you do for the sport. And thanks for joining us and being in my fill-in guest. I couldn't think of a better person to be an awesome fill-in guest. So good luck racing Boone, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Scott.
Yep. Thanks, Ricky. All right, that was it. Next time we'll be more prepared, and let me flip this around to see there's Caleb, and if you'd like one of those Redhead Rebel shirts, you can get them at scottbentzracing.com/gear, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll try to do this again next year. And not sure, hey Chris, not sure if we're going to make it down for the Nationals or not. We're just trying to get through the Wissota season, get as many top fives as we can, see how the points shake out. And thanks everybody for joining us, and hope you enjoyed chatting with or hearing some insights from Ricky Thornton Jr. And keep digging. Thank you.